Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie. I'm the On Point Stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. Today is March 22nd of 2025 and this is Flosstube number 32. It's a little bit windy out there today. I do live in a fairly windy city and we have been dealing with a lot of very high winds lately, and today is kind of coming and going where it'll be very, very windy and then it kind of lets up. But if you hear a lot of wind in the background, that's kind of what's happening today. It goes across the house, it goes across the windows, and sometimes just makes a lot of noise. So we will do the best that we can with dealing with that wind today. But it's nice to see you. I was unfortunately under the weather for the last couple of weeks. It was just a really bad common cold, as my doctor said, but it had me down and out for a little while. I was able to do most of my days stitching and really only had one day that I couldn't even put in one stitch at all, but I did a lot of sleeping. A lot more than I'm used to, and I was very thankful to have a job that I was able to, for the most part, work at home. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for being here. I am really thankful to be able to see you and catch up with you. It's just really nice to see you. So I have a couple of projects to show you. First one I'd like to share with you is my Innocent Dreams. This is the Haid 2025 sale, and I'll go ahead and put up a picture now of where I was the last time that you saw this project. And since you saw this project, I have put in 8,040 stitches, and for the most part I have come to a stopping point completion on the first installment. So here that is. So this is slightly ironed. I didn't want to iron it too harshly, just for the sheer fact that I do have some hanging threads and things like that. So I just put a very light iron on it so that you could see it without too many of the hoop lines on there. But I'm really happy with how this is coming together. The colors are really, really lovely. My daughter is really, really loving it. She can't wait to see it finished. And this was actually really fun to work on this month, being March and St. Patrick's Day and all that good stuff, because there's so much green in this that I really felt like I was stitching on something St. Patrick's Day. It was fantastic when that came around. So I'm really happy to see this done for now. So the next installment does come out April 1st. And right now, the percentage is at 99.87. So it's really, really close to being 100% on this installment, but I did leave little sections undone so that I can pick it up on the next installment and hopefully not have a line. So I did erase all of the lines that would give me kind of helpful hints, but I did leave my start date at the top so that I would have that as a reminder. That is being stitched on 28 count Monaco, 1/1 full cross, and this is what it'll look like completely finished. So it kind of goes across right here. And the next installment will have the next 4 pages, and I'm assuming it'll kind of be like probably just under the foot. So I have a feeling that this next installment will see the completion of the bunny. So I can't wait to see that installment. It is literally right around the corner, so that is really exciting. The other project that I worked on is for my other goal of the month. I'm not sure if I will meet all of my goals of the month just because being sick and all that good stuff, but I worked on High Low. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs by MC Escher. This one is being stitched on the same fabric, so 28 count Monaco 1/1 full crosses. And hopefully I have a picture up of the last time that you saw that, and I did meet my goal the last time that you saw that, so I'm in the midst of trying to make it to my next goal. This is the Stitch to the Moon goal with the Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook page, and this one, my goal is to get to 2,000 stitches a month, and right now I have made to the 500 stitch mark. So also, since you saw it last, I have switched out to a Nerge hoop. I'm just finding it a little bit easier to stitch on, that way I can put it on my lap stand and I have a little more room on the sides for my hand. That way I feel like I'm not reaching around to try to get to the stitching when I get really close to the edge. So I have been really enjoying stitching on this more now that I have it in a Nerge hoop. So that's really, really nice. I am now working on the tops of these palm tree branches here, or leaves actually. And like I said, so far I have gotten in 510 stitches, and currently this is at 11.27%. So really happy to see so much coming together on this piece. Really enjoying seeing this slowly come together. Sometimes I feel like this one is kind of slow just because there's so much of the same color that even when I finish, I'm like, well, what did I actually do? So sometimes it's good to take a step back and look at a picture of where I was before. So I'm really enjoying this one. I have not done a stitch with me on that one this month, just for the sheer fact that I have not been able to actually sit down where I usually do a stitch with me video, and I've just been too tired to actually sit down and do more than a certain amount of time. I get to like a half hour or 45 minutes and I'm like, I am tired. I'm all done. So I do know that I will get to that goal for the rest of the month, so I'm not worried about that. I am just really looking forward to it. And then the only other thing that I have to show you today is I dyed a piece of fabric that I'm planning on using for either a spring type of project or a St. Patrick's Day kind of project. I don't know, we'll see. But I was really inspired to work on some dyeing, and let me make sure that I hold it up the right way. I think that's it there. So this is another piece of 28 count Monaco, and this is just a standard size that you get from the store. And I just thought it'd be fun to do some light colored sky, and it's actually showing up really close. Like this is almost exactly what I see on my side. So yeah, it was just really inspired by some really cute gnomes that I saw on Etsy, and I did get a couple of patterns, but I'm not sure if I will do them this year or maybe next year. But I did go ahead and put this together because I thought it'd be fun to have some little St. Patrick's Day gnomes on something like this. So I used Rit dye for the bottom. I used just regular good old-fashioned apple, and then the top is actually aquamarine with the slightest little splash of royal blue. And I actually did this twice, and the first time I did it, it came out way too dark. Like it's really pretty, but it was darker than I was looking for. So I did go ahead and just redo that, and I am going to gift that other piece of fabric to Nona. And she doesn't know it's coming. I have put a fun little stitchy box of goodies together for her, and it has some new scissors, it's got a needle minder, it has thread and some of this fun little fabric and just some other little goodies and things that I know that she'll enjoy. But that's actually all of my stitching update for the month of March so far. I hope you're having a good month. There's been a lot going on just everywhere, and I feel like everyone has been coming down with a little bit of something. Nearly everyone that I have talked to has had a little bit of something, so I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're enjoying your stitchy time, and I hope you had a nice St. Patrick's Day. There's still some time left in the month of March, and I'm really looking forward to what that will bring. I will be focusing on high-low, and I'll get to that goal, and then from there I will see if I'm able to get to any of my other goals. So I'll give you that update as soon as I can, but until then, have a wonderful March and enjoy this season of spring. It is now upon us, and make life a little more beautiful one stitch at a time. I'll see you soon. You have a great weekend. Bye.